Hi traders! In today's video I will talk about how to become a digital nomad, a full-time remote worker. Because in today's world, when everything is constantly in a change and there are pandemics, wars and insane inflation, it is not easy to think about the future as a constant thing and as a reliable source. And so to become a digital nomad is not that easy, and therefore I see many people have a fear that they can't do it, that it is not possible, and because of that they don't even start, they don't even try. And if you have skills, if you have some skills that are unique, then it is not that hard as you may think to become a full-time digital nomad. And I will give you some guidance, some tips how to do it. And the most important factor is that, parts of the world are not the same in terms of expenses. And for me, the biggest salary that I can get is the freedom of movement. So it means that I can work from whenever I want. It is a freedom that doesn't just give you like the freedom itself, but it gives you a leverage in terms of finances. And if you use it well, then you don't have to earn as much as you would have to earn in the United States or in Europe to live a very good life, because you have the freedom of movement and you can work from wherever you want. And it is a really underrated thing when people think about their future and think about their income. And I understand why, because it is what society tells you, that you have to earn a certain amount of money and then you are good, but below that, why you are even a digital nomad? It is bullshit. And this is, in my opinion, one of the biggest reasons why most people who are beginners want to live as a remote worker. They don't even start, or they start but they are working for a company and not for themselves, and they think that it requires insane amount of deposit and capital to start it, and insane amount of knowledge, like you have to be a genius to do it. But it is not the truth. Actually, in my opinion, everybody can do it. The key is to realize what is your so-called superpower, what is that unique thing that make you unique. So in my opinion, if you want to be a digital nomad, you have to do two things. First is learn a skill that is not very commonly used. And many people will tell you that why you are learning that language that only a few people are using, like programming language or a language, spoken language. Because people think that you have to learn something that is used by everyone else, so you can be applied at a company more easier. And it is not the truth that you will be able to apply for jobs in a more efficient way if you learn something that is used by everyone. And actually, if you want to be a remote worker, even if you won't have many clients, if you learn something unique, you can charge more. It is one thing. And if you develop something that is just that has an application that is not already coded or published by thousands, you will be much better. And when I started coding robots, I realized this: I don't have to be the perfect in every aspect of coding robots. I have to know everything about it, but if I specialize in one or two area, I am much better, because you can't specialize in many areas and be just insanely good at them. I know it's a cliche, but if you learn something really unique and special, let's say in coding, then you will have an established client base that you can rely on, and you will be recommended by those people for other customers as well, and that is a huge leverage that you can use. And the other thing is that don't be hesitant to try new things and new ways, and you can always add something to your portfolio and to your skill set. If you think that the world has changed in a way that your current knowledge is not really up to date anymore, and it is, in my opinion, a really good way to stay relevant, because I see that most people learn some skill and they apply for a job and they work like 2 decades, and the skill set that they learned 2 decades ago, it is not relevant anymore, and then it is so hard to learn the new things that has changed in the world. And if you are constantly adopting your skill set, it is much better. And it is the same as with robots. If you are constantly adopting your robot to the market changes, it is much better than to think that a certain strategy, a certain method of trading will work forever. This is a great example that the methods that traders in the 80s traded with, they worked amazing on the forex markets, on the stock markets, but now they don't even work. They are losing money. So you have to adapt to the market changes and the changes that are occurring in the world. And so I encourage everyone to try out just go on Fiverr, and if you have some skill set that is not polished, I would recommend to just don't think about it and try to learn as you take some small jobs, but do it perfectly. So don't sell bad products or some codes that has bugs in it, or some anything that is not polished. But when you apply for the job, you have the possibility to learn some new things with it, and this is the best way, because you learn as you work, and it is the best way to learn, in my opinion. And you have to have the communication skills with your clients as well, and you have to learn negotiation and everything that comes with business. And if you want to be a digital nomad, you have to be your own secretary, your coder, your manager, your financial assistant, everything. Because if you want to be free, you have to have knowledge in all of those areas. And you have to have knowledge in the area on how to pay taxes, because there's other thing that many digital nomads don't understand, that you have to pay taxes after your online work. It is a crucial part to survive. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see some more videos in this topic, then you know, tell me in the comment section. Ciao.